you don't hear from your dentist either. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Greyhawk Tales. This is our open love letter to Dungeons and Dragons, possibly oldest published campaign setting. I am Wu Tang Piglet. I am the dungeon master or game master for this afternoon's game and session. I am going to hand you off to our players. But before I do, if you are interested in Greyhawk, the lore, the setting, other campaigns of different rule sets, be it first edition, second edition, third edition, what have you, check out Lord Gazumba's channel. Check out Blue Box Gaming. Check out Castle Entertainment. And for the lore, definitely check out Greyhawk Online. And if I've forgotten anybody, I apologize. Oh, and if you like the map that we normally use, our overlay of the world of Greyhawk, or the Eastern Flanness, as it is, that is the fantastic work of Anna B. Meyer. Definitely check her out. She's an incredible human being and a fantastic cartographer. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to one of the players. I don't care which one. Hey, introduce yourselves.
I'm Geek Dice, and I have been playing Axidel, the elven conjurer, glorious, handsome, wonderful. But unfortunately, last session, he was knocked out and whisked away by the worst possible enemy, an assassin intent on selling Axidel's hide to a necromancer.
Not just his hide.
And all the things within it. All right. Go ahead, Ada.
Oh, hi. My name is Wall, and I will be your wall today. No, my name is Ada, or Maxine Bachman, and I will be playing Ada, and I will come in at a dramatically appropriate time because I, as well, have been captured by a ruthless assassin who did stupid. He's mean. He's real mean, guys. Guys, he's real mean. I'm laughing now, but you won't be when I come on screen. So, mwah. You're welcome. That's me.
And I'm Wiley Hobbit, also known as Scott, and I'm hosting this little fiasco. And super stoked to be playing this session today. I'm hoping it ends better than the last session because my friends have been captured, and I'm playing Aiken. He's a fighter from the City of Divers, and he's a newly knighted Knight of the Heart, H-A-R-T, think stag and antlers and so forth. And he's having some guilt right now because his friends have been stolen away by an assassin who, as Axidel mentioned, has no ruths. He is ruthless. And so I'm having guilt and angst and all of that and great amounts of anger. So hopefully today goes well.
All right, so let us begin. Wiley, reaching out to Lord Halford and using the resources and the intelligence network of the Knights of the Heart that are within the city of Greyhawk, which is surprisingly accurate and vast, unbeknownst to its enemies. You have found out, supposedly, where the rest of the party is being held. You've been led to a small warehouse. It's basically a barn and a low one-story building attached to it in the slums or low quarter of the city of Greyhawk. This is probably if it weren't for all the live people that inhabit the nooks and crannies and shadows, it's where the downcast and the downtrodden try to eke out a living. And it is truly the worst of the worst criminal activities that take place here. If it weren't for them, this place would be haunted. You're just that borderline. There are no any shops that sell food. The food is borderline spoiled. The stores that sell anything, it's basically just garbage. It's junk. It's riffraff. It's trash. It's one of those things. If you ordered a pizza, nobody would deliver to this part of the city. even if they were right next door to you. Uh, but for all the inhabitants that actually do live in the slums, there's very few that walk around. Um, Perhaps they're just shunning their situation. Maybe they have enemies. Maybe they're hiding. Who knows? But generally, the streets are almost bereft of habitation. With that being said, you find yourself in an abandoned shop, maybe at one point in time. Uh, there are 4 men at arms. They are servants of the Knight of the Heart. And without Ada, you are standing next to a rather charismatic man. Seems to have a little smile on his face, always seems optimistic no matter what. And his name is.
Garrick, a smith, works for the Order of the Heart, and a workman from the House of Horns. You've seen him a few times there, hanging out in the pub at the House of Horns. Seems like he doesn't really ever do any work, but apparently he's leading this small squad of men at arms that have been assigned to this task to support you. Garrick is typical looking human, average height, average build, but he's a bit wiry. He wears his craft of smithing plainly on the grime that shows on his clothes, the calluses on his hands. And with a little bit of swagger and some cockiness, he joined you in this effort. Sir Aiken, is this the place?
Aye, it is, yes. I think our best effort here is going to be just come in the front door and cut this thing to ribbons and get Ada and Axadel the hell out of here.
Okay, boys, let us know.
Aye.
We'll take the door.
4 men at arms stand silently but nod their heads in agreement. Each are armed in studded leather armor, carry a short spear, and being that it will be urban action, they are carrying short swords and or hand axes and maces. As you look across this deserted street, a large rat runs across. Some paper kind of blows gently in the wind, makes its little dance across the muddy street. But all seems silent. You stare out at the intended targeted building. There seems to be no guards. As a matter of fact, if you walk by, you would probably just assume that it was an abandoned warehouse yourselves.
Yeah, I would say that once we got into the house, we would have watched it for a little while just to see if there were any comings and goings, and obviously nothing. So Aiken is mostly quiet. When he does speak, it's usually fairly haltingly through gritted teeth, clearly not in the best of spirits. He's fussing with his gear and anxious to get this started because he knows that at the hands of this horrible half-orc, his friends don't have much of a chance of any good outcome. So the sooner he can make an attempt to get them, the better. Whether it's successful or not remains to be seen, but he's anxious and ready to go.
Let us see, with Aiken's demeanor, how that affects the troops, if at all.
Aye.
Okay. They seem to understand your situation and are completely unfazed with your fidgeting. Actually, they're kind of pleased with the fact that you're going over everything and ready to get that fight to the enemy.
Yeah,
it's just watching you.
It's concern and attention to detail and just nerves. It's not fear and depression. It's maybe positive angst if there were such a thing. Hey, so I didn't think we want to leave anybody alive here as far as adversary goes. Just take them apart, get the hell out of there as quick as we can with our friends.
Aye, sir, Aiken. And Garrick was watching you adjust your gear and check everything twice, and he elbowed Jones next to him and said, "Looks complicated to be a knight." So I think we step out from the house across the street where we were observing for a few minutes, and we step across the street quickly to the two larger men-at-arms. They're in front of Aiken and Garrick, and they come forward to the door, and they're going to each apply a heavy boot against the door and then step back to let Aiken and Garrick go in.
Well, before we get that far, which door? Do we go to the north door and enter? Do you go to the south door and enter? Or, because you've done your reconnaissance, do you go through the barn doors? Try to go through those. And where obviously
go ahead.
A wagon or carriage would be in.
I think the barn doors might be good in case I don't know what we're going to run into or what kind of shape Ada and Aiken might be in, or Axedil, but if there's a cart of any kind in there, it might be handy getting out of there. We'll see. Let's go through the barn doors.
Do you feel that two men could kick open a barn door that's barred?
Yeah, so I guess we're going through the barn door. They wouldn't be doing kicking. We'd come up probably quietly and assess. First, gently pull on the door, see if it can be opened. Just check them. Obviously, if it's a regular, passenger door or a regular entrance door to a building, that might be kickable. But if it's a barn door, I guess it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's an actual barn door, double doors.
Yeah. So we'd probably stealth to approach, check it to see if it's secure, if it can be opened. If it can't, then we might need to go to a different door.
And does any among you have stealth?
I would not be the one for that.
Probably not. Not much, maybe.
I actually
No,
do.
definitely not.
I have a plus 3,
Sweet.
so I'll try to stealth.
All right. What this will represent is that you are checking the door, and let us just, because you don't know what's on the other side of the door. And if there are guards, if you're checking the door and we're sneaking up to it, obviously that would alert them. So make a stealth check.
I got it in roll
As
20,
opposed to
sir.
if you went through, yep. Let me. As opposed to if you went through the, how do I say this? The north or south door that is only just a normal, wooden door. All right, stealth 9. Step on a cat.
Son of a
Son of a
stupid
bitch.
kid.
Let us do an opposed roll here. All right. You immediately hear somebody grumble and grouch, and you hear some type of a tool drop to a stone floor, and you can hear the scuff of boots walking closer to the barn door that you're at. And here, go away.
I'll just hold my hand up to the guys behind me.
Is this your cat? If he said, "Go away," I don't know if he can see us through people. Do we see people or anything?
You are not that close. You were just going
Okay.
up to see if the barn door was could be opened, but on your way up there, the stealth did not go so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the cat.
Yep.
And that alerted the guard. He may consider you just, someone scoping out the place, some inhabitant looking for a quick steal.
Yeah. I'll start to rustle around, knowing that I'm seen. Hey, where's that feckin' cat now? I think he run inside that damn barn. Where the hell is he? And I'll look like I'm looking for a cat, kind of anxiously. and I'll approach the barn. I will have my sword drawn. Like I'm poking around with it to use it to look in corners and such. Not like I'm coming up there to attack anything.
Poking your sword. Okay.
You know what I mean? Just kind of digging around looking for this cat. Hey, where's that damn cat now? Son of a bitch.
Right.
Frickin' shit.
There isn't really much you can poke around. It's relatively clean. There might be a barrel or a crate outside, but there's nothing. You hear, "Oi, last warning, go away or I'll beat you senseless."
Hey, who might you be? You seen my cat? Maybe I think it run inside your barn.
There's no fucking cat. Go away or I'll stick you with an arrow. It's your last warning.
Oh, is that right now? Why don't you come out here and back that up, sir?
Okay, they do. All right. And from above on the barn, a door opens. And what is your flat-footed armor class?
It is 31. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. It's 18.
Okay. Well, an arrow misses, and it bounces off the stone flag ground, and you see a really dirty individual, greasy hair, grime on his face, very gaunt, and he looks down and he says, "Oi, we're under attack!" And what do you do?
How far up is that window?
Oh, it's a second story, so you figure 12, 15 feet.
Okay, so that's within dagger range if I were to throw a dagger.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
So let us
Roll initiative.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Let me clear that out for a
Find
second.
my token and click it. Here we go, boys.
Are we on this map?
You are currently not on the map
Okay.
because you're just staring at a wall and there's a barn door in front of you.
All right, I'm in the initiative.
He's a 16. Darn it. I'm gonna go up there and make that guy.
Oh, I see. Okay, that doesn't really... Whoa.
Let me get him to the right area. Come on now.
I think I'll drop the map up, but just to give us a view of the initiative more than any other reason. Because we're not using this map.
All right, and then his initiative. Don't have him in there. That's right, I know where he's at. All right, so, and we will roll your guards. Let us roll them quickly. And that's there. Oh, Abadang. All right, so I need one of you, actually, if both of you, since you're going to go last, so to speak, the guards, obviously, and long-time inhabitants of the city of Greyhawk, seem to have been prepared for themselves. I need both of you to roll 2 d20s. You'll each represent 2 rolls from the guards. They're throwing daggers themselves.
Each roll 2.
Yep.
I have a 13 and a 2.
Jeez.
8 and a 7.
All right. So Garrick. Oh, wow! Everybody missed. That's
Sucks.
sad, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Dang. All right. So the guard will fire off one more arrow, pulls back, aims at one of the guards. Ooh. He hits for 6 points of damage, and the guard cries out as you hear it pierce through his leather and into his shoulder. What are you doing now?
Whose turn is it?
It is Garrick's turn.
All right. So you said that he's shooting from above. What is it?
Yes.
He opened a window or something?
Yeah, you know, the little barn doors that you know, they've always got those little hay lofts.
Okay. How high up is that off the ground?
12 to 15 feet.
Okay. I lean my sword against the side of the building, and then I look to see who's immediately around me. Perhaps it's Aiken. They say, "Here, I'll give you a boost," and I cup my hands. And if they'll step into my hand, I'll try to lift them up to where they can jump and grab onto that window.
I have. I don't have those anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do.
Nope.
I didn't get rid of my boots, did I? I thought that was what I had left.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't. No, you had elected to take something else. We gave other things.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
accidental
definitely be
surrender
using those
some.
boots of striding and springing. And I will attempt to jump, climb, hoist, scramble up that wall with the help
Basically,
of
with my hands
Garrick.
cupped.
All right. That is going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And let's see if he fires he's going to fire another arrow at you.
Should I roll
And
acrobatics?
far too quickly do you move.
Yeah.
And the arrow flies off into the distance
Okay.
somewhere.
Aye.
So the guards are running away, and they are running towards the west because there is a guard coming out of the building from the door,
To the
and he's
west.
running to engage you. Yes.
So they're running towards him.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's
By
better than
guards, you
running
mean
away
our
from
foot
him.
soldiers,
Right,
our four
right.
guys? When you say guards, is that who you
Yes.
meant? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Do you need me
your
to-
4 men-at-arms are running towards one of the guards that came out from the door.
Nice.
Not the barn door.
Right. The
other
west door.
Yes.
Okay.
So, that being said, you are easily up within engagement range, facing this scrawny archer. He's dropped his bow, and he's going for his weapon.
Did we get Aiken in the window?
He's right there.
Okay.
Sweet.
So can I do my
And
is it my turn initiative to do melee?
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. That is a 18.
Oh, what do you strike him with?
My longsword. My longsword plus 2. Yeah.
Easy.
That'll be a
Ooh,
total
roller
of
damage.
8 slashing.
And you run him through.
Yeah.
I mean, he just drops to the ground. There's not even a cry of pain. It obviously was a heart hit.
Aye. That's how
All
I
right,
take
from
care of
where
that.
you are standing, you can see into we'll just call it the barn. There are 2 wagons. There's some crates, and
What is he like up in the loft?
it's almost a loft. In that it's not it's not a long floor. It's just like a little maybe a 10-foot section where somebody could sit in a chair and just watch out over the street if they were paying attention. Obviously, he was not. And then there's just a little ladder right into the main floor. So there's no second story at all. I mean, it's just the rafters and this little spot. with that being said, it is their turn. Let me roll here. Oh, that's going to be ugly. Plus that, fine. All right. There is I'm rolling some things behind the scenes here. So just, God, your men at arms are kicking ass. Okay, your men at arms have quickly dispatched the guard that came out of the door. What do you wish to do now? Because they look back at you.
Go in, go in. I'm waiting outside of the barn doors.
Okay.
I say, Aiken, open the door.
Hey,
I grab my sword. I'm ready to run in as soon as he opens.
Will do.
All right.
And on my turn, that's what I would do, is find the quickest way down.
You can just either slide down the ladder or just jump down.
Yeah, I'll just slide down the ladder so I don't have any issues with hurting myself.
Yeah, because we've seen the bathtub incident with Ada.
We did see some bad things in the bathtub, yes.
Never goes over right. Change this real quick, everybody. And
Curse of the Unnameable.
right. What the heck? That didn't work out. Hold on. Wouldn't be a stream without technical issues here.
Oh, of course.
Okay, I don't know why you're doing that. So, Carrick, you can't see what's happening, but as Aiken has slid down the ladder, he has engaged himself with a guard that has run up.
Yep.
I'm not going to put you on the map yet. There's reasons why. Let's go. Right.
DM reasons.
DM reasons. That's right.
There's always a hidden necromancer somewhere.
Yes. No, I mean, no. But with that being said, you slid down the ladder. He's going to take an attack on you. Survey says, what's your armor class?
My armor class is, where is it? 20.
Oh, he hits you for a point of damage.
Okay.
By all means, attack.
Okay. So I'll just swing about, and I'd kind of try to parry him a little bit, and I'll take a swing with my longsword. How about a 29? Will that break his armor class?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. And that would be 13 damage with the longsword as I just take
immediately
a huge slice up.
As you've done that, his entrails fall out onto the ground, and he stumbles back and looks at you for just a split second, and then falls back dead. And thus, I will now put the players on the screen.
So drop my token outside the door? Is that what I should do?
You should. Yes. Just where the white is.
Yep.
There you go.
Shall be so.
And with that being said, this guard is dead. Aiken,
Hey.
there is some fighting down the hallway. Do you
Okay.
leave your guards to men at arms to do it, or do you?
I'm going to run and
engage?
open the door. I presume this
Okay.
will be the door.
He's looking.
Yeah.
It is indeed barred,
Yeah.
and trying to break it open would have been a terrible and tragic affair. So you easily move the bar. Let me see how this is going with your guards here. We'll do some rolls behind the scenes. Sucks to be that guy. And all right. So we're gonna roll that, like that. All right. It is a terrible affair happening down the hallway. You have managed to open after a few rounds to get the bar slid off, and it's quite heavy for one person. Garrick, you may now enter the map.
Ha.
Hey, and I'll just kind of point down in the direction of that hallway. Hey, they're down there getting after it. So far, so good.
Alrighty. Let's get your friends.
Hey, indeed.
All right.
Got my big sword out, and I'm jogging forward.
As you are jogging forward, a door opens. Maybe.
But does it?
It does. Two more guards come out, and they've got the bed head. It's all kind of sticking to one side. They're kind of bleary-eyed. They are not dressed in armor, but they are each carrying a heavy mace. What do you do?
Do we need new initiative?
I will say no.
Okay.
Aiken,
Because it's blank.
you're blank?
The initiative
turn on
order
this
is blank.
for us.
Oh.
I don't know if because we're in a
Okay.
different
I think
layer or
there's a
something.
new, different map. Every
Then
time
by
you
all
have a new map.
means, roll initiative.
Hey,
Splendid.
Being that I'm a cruel and nasty DM. Ooh, Garrick moves like grease lightning. Aiken kind of staring at the surprised at the amount of guts that are on the floor
yeah,
from the
kind
guard.
of
He's a little
slipping
slow
the
to act.
entrails. Yeah.
Absolutely. And thus we come to Ada. And Ada is in the cells. Ada, if you would be so kind to make an appearance, if you can. Oh, sweet Jesus. You look like you had the shit beat out of you.
Man.
Wonder what happened, buddy.
Sorry.
Should see the other guy.
Oh, God dang.
Just the
Great
month
makeup.
for me, man.
We need to hold on. Let me get my messages up here for general chat for the players. Did you like my tapping being posted? Yeah. I need Ada to make an escape artist check.
Lord, please
Through
let
the
me-
beatings that you have suffered, and luckily it's not been traditional torture, so to speak.
It's a 21.
Oh, outstanding!
I am
Perhaps-
done with this shit.
Perhaps that it is, and that's even with your minuses, because you have a -2 on everything due to your condition.
Yeah, wait. So that's 2 under that. But
Yeah,
still,
19.
it's 19. Yeah.
But that's okay. That's enough. Perhaps it is just a lack of maintenance. Perhaps they just assumed that you wouldn't be able to escape and had no skills.
I'm a damsel in distress after all.
Surprisingly, one of your hands slides out from the manacles.
God, why?
And
Go for the other one.
before you know it, you manage to work your other hand free. So you are unchained from the shackles that are fastened to the wall. However, you are still in an iron cage. What would you like to do?
Let's see.
Let's get. Hold on here.
Is there anything around the cage?
There
Like
is.
broken wood or broken anything or
There is
a
not. As a
key
matter-
on the wall?
there is not a key on the wall.
Key on
However,
the sleeping guard right there.
there is
like,
a guard down the way that you can see through the various. Oh, why don't I have Ada? Oh, here's Ada. Okay, let me get Ada in her cell. Ada,
It won't be there long. Won't be there long.
you are in your cell. You can see through two other ironwork cages, and basically it's just a lattice work of iron bars, flat iron that goes up to the ceiling. So you can't crawl over anything. I mean, there's nothing. Um, and across from where you're at, if you look straight across, you would see past a corridor into the cell where Axidel is being held. And if you look to your right, there is a guard with his back to you, um, several dozen feet away, enjoying drinking and eating something, not paying any attention to the misery that is around you.
Did I take it they took everything from me? Like they probably took off my boots and everything. Okay.
Absolutely. You are only dressed in your breeches and your tunic.
Okay.
So you have no equipment on you.
I'm trying to figure. By the way, what kind of lock is it? Is it like one that's like attached to the door, or is it like one of the like little swingy ones that are?
It is attached to the door.
Okay. Breaking it's not a thing.
There's a chance you might be able to break out of it.
Okay.
It's a wood door. I'm sorry. It's not an iron door. It's a wood door.
Okay. I'm going to look at the guard. How far away is he again?
He is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, about 80 feet away.
Okay. 80 feet away. And there's only one of them?
There's only one of them. However, in your haze of being beaten from time to time, you know that there are possibly a pair of ghouls that will show up, or a pair of orcs, or maybe even more guards.
Of course. This is my life right now.
Right. It's awful.
I'm gonna just start taking. I'm gonna kind of take the cuffs and just kind of like run them along the walls a little bit.
Okay.
And just like stare down the human over there.
All right.
Just like I look like death, just like completely down, just running these along.
Okay.
I'm trying to get his attention.
Let's see if he hears you. No. Or maybe he heard and he doesn't care because he got a 1. So while you are running your manacles across the heavy stone walls, we are going to return back to Aiken and Garrick. Aiken and Garrick, if I'm correct, Garrick, you see a guard stare at you. He's got in surprise. He doesn't know who you are. He starts to raise his mace. You have initiative.
First I mute, then I run forward, and I level my sword at him as I come forward, and two-handed with my my two-handed sword, my great sword. I'm gonna run him through the throat with the sword.
Terrible if it works.
I know. I love it.
It's gonna be gruesome. By all means, make your attack.
16.
Ooh.
12 points.
And he stares at you as you run towards him. And then it occurs to him that you're not mad or an idiot. You're a trained warrior and you're using your greatsword as a spear. And as he raises his mace to bat away your greatsword, you pierces through the soft flesh just right below his chin. You don't even the trachea doesn't even offer any resistance, and it slides through the vertebrae. You see his eyes quiver for a second, and then roll up into his head as he's dead.
Damn.
Let us kill him. All right. Second, the guard runs towards you and makes an attack. Da-da-da. What's your armor class?
He hit me.
He hits you. All right.
Armor class. Hit me.
He hit me. 4 points of damage.
Baby, one
Just a
more time.
glancing blow.
And you realize for just 1 second. No, never mind. Go ahead. It is now Aiken's turn.
All right.
You know what? Would you like some music?
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun.
If I run by these guys, am I going to provoke an attack of opportunity, Woo?
If you run by which guys?
The guard, where I'm at on the map.
Yes, indeed you will.
And he's still up?
Yes, because there were 2 of them.
Okay, so I'm going to
Let us
stop
get to-
and stab him with my longsword. If I may be permitted to do so.
Absolutely.
How about a 17?
Oh, easily.
How about 8 slashing?
You leave a wicked wound, tearing out flesh and meat from his side, but he's still up.
Okay.
Garrick.
Unmute. I'll admit this is my first time playing Barbarian in Pathfinder. So what is the action to start to rage?
Fire off. You just rage.
I just rage.
You just rage.
I am now raging. You see that will buff my strength and my constitution and my will saves. Very nice. Morale bonus for will saves. In addition, I take a penalty to my armor class. So let me update that real quick. So I rage. So 2 there, 2 there.
Don't
Busy
judge me.
eating. It's the noise that you're trying to get the guard's attention by.
Yes.
So I half step back and I flourish this great sword in front of me, and it barely swishes in front of Aiken. He probably is not accustomed to standing next to a great sword wielder. But with the flourish, I bring it around in a sweep across the guy's shoulders.
Make your attack. Aiken, you swear you hear a large hornet pass by your ear. Oh, jeez.
Hornet sound.
Wow.
28, does a 28 hit?
No, a little bit. Yeah.
11
Yeah.
points of slashing.
Just barely.
Oh, I thought you were making a hornet sound.
What does that look like? What does a great sword look like when you do that?
It's like an ice cream scoop.
An ice cream. Oh, that's fantastic.
So it probably grates across the top of his armor and down his collar.
No armor. He has no armor. He's
Okay.
perfectly.
So-
He's got his night clothes on.
It rides down, the great long curved blade rides down his clavicle, and it probably clearly takes his head off. His head probably just rolls off the back of his head and bounces off the wall.
That tracks. That tracks.
All right. Well, that was easy enough.
And you can see now, my eyes are wide, my brow is knotted, and I'm furious. Let's get him.
Aiken's definitely surprised. Hey, yeah, let's do that then.
See
Right.
what-
Can I move?
You can definitely move. I just need to roll, see what this poor bastard's initiative is.
So I run up to the next guy.
As this big, meaty looking cook with Popeye-like forearms and a almost bald head with a little bit of hair coming out from the sides, almost doing the Jean-Luc Picard look, haircut. He's got this big, fat jaw, teeth sticking out. He's not a half-orc, but he could certainly pass for one if his skin was just a little bit greener. He's got tattoos running up his arms. He's got this big meat cleaver in his hand. And he looks with his eyes wide open. He says, "Oh, who are you?" And with that, Aiken.
Yeah. I'm going to run down the hall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and stab the guy that's right in front of me. If that's all right with you.
Roll.
Mighty swing of the longsword, a 26 to armor class. And a 6 damage of the slashing variety.
Not a problem. And with that, Garrick, it is your turn.
Step back and give him a big pierce right toward his upper chest. 26.
Making some attack rolls here.
I give him a little poke. 9 points.
As your blade runs deep into his chest, expecting him to die, surprisingly, he remains standing. He grabs hold of your hand and pulls himself towards you, making that blade run deeper into his body, and he raises his meat cleaver. Let us.
Ooh, meat cleaver.
See hit.
Hit. All right. 8 points of damage as he brings it down.
Damn.
Against your shoulder.
It's a hell of a meat cleaver.
He's a big meaty guy. It is Aiken's turn.
All right, I'm going to take a swing with my sword. 25
Oh, gosh, yes.
for 6 damage again. I keep rolling 1s on my damage die.
That's all right. What does it look like as you end his life? How do you do this?
Yeah, so the first swing was just a big kind of Conan, swing across his chest, and I spin around and then give him he's behind me, and just run him straight through with a shot backwards.
Nice. You can feel a puncture. You would expect the soft underbelly of this individual to easily give way, but actually there's a little bit of resistance before it pierces that fatty tissue and just slides right in like a hot knife through thick cheese.
And Aiken's demeanor is just very businesslike, nothing flamboyant, not saying much, just walking through, killing stuff. Sense of purpose is clear.
That is absolutely what has happened. And now we return back to Ada.
Okay.
He does not seem to be paying any type of attention for whatever reason.
Kind of smirk a little bit, and then I kind of look down at myself, and I've probably lost weight, like a lot. I don't know. So I'm going to try escape artist and shim it through the bars.
Completely impossible. The bars are about yay wide spaces where my fingers are.
I mean, if I dislocate a shoulder here and there, maybe like squish my head in a little.
No. Nope. Nice try though. You can certainly continue banging on the walls. It may just be he may not be able to hear the scraping.
I'm going to take the manacles.
Mm-hmm.
And
they are chained to the wall, so you've got about 3 feet of movement.
They are chained to the wall?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to break it off.
Well, in that case,
this changes things a little bit.
I'm not sure what we would do with that because that's a new one.
Is it strength?
Yeah, it would
Brute
definitely be a
strength?
strength check. Make a
I also have things like stunning fist and such. Can I just like bam the top of it and just kind of like pull it with one hand and smack with the other?
You can certainly.
You want to say it? You said
Famous last
halfway.
words.
You're right there.
Right.
You're right there, buddy. I have
Make a okay. We'll do this. Make a strength check to see if you can't pull the chains from the wall.
Okay. So just straight strength.
Just strength. That would be a 20.
20.
Then surprisingly, as you yank and you pull and you put one foot up against the wall and you yank and you pull and you just get pissed off and finally put the second foot up on the wall and it looks like you're trying to climb it and it just breaks free and you fall back about 10 feet and roll. And like a true adventurer who's been tortured and beaten and dazed, you look around to make sure nobody saw you.
Did anybody saw me?
The people,
English.
the prisoners across the corridor and next to you in the other cell just stare at you in disbelief, in utter silence. And like a meerkat, they look to the guard, and then they look at you.
Do you guys have anything? Anything small, like a hairpin or anything small? I need something.
Let me see if the guard hears you. Guard does not hear you. Surprisingly.
I'm a ninja.
You are a ninja. And as you are looking for a hairpin and a piece of wood metal.
I asked the people next to me, small, small.
And they just stare at you in utter disbelief and shake their heads. Garrick and Aiken, what are you two doing?
Oh, I see there's this dude in front of us. What is he doing?
Coming down the hall.
Oops. Hold on here. Dude down the hall. Oh,
Hopefully
he is
sees-
he is representative of your group.
Oh, okay, that's our man
okay.
at arms.
He's one of our group.
Right. Yeah. And there's only 2 of them now because there is one down by the south door that I'm pinging on.
Okay. Hey.
And one by the north door that I'm
Gotcha.
pinging on.
We ran past a door back here. I think that might have been open. Did we see anybody inside there when we ran past?
You didn't look, but as you take a quick peek, you see that it's obviously just the sleeping area.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
look on this side as well.
Yeah,
And
I go back and I look in. Actually, I guess there's a door right here. I'm going to open this one right here.
Mhm.
Look
Same
in and
thing.
see it's empty. Are there more doors?
There are no more doors.
Hey, let's keep
Got
moving
it
then.
here somewhere.
That's because they're all in Middle Earth.
Let's keep moving then.
Sorry.
I end my rage.
Okay.
Is it, once I get out into this hallway, can I tell which one of these was an exterior door, or are they both exterior doors?
They're both exterior doors.
Hey, where the hell blazes are they? There's got to be a way down from here somewhere then. Because it's only one story. I guess I'll go in here and investigate and see if I can find like a trap door, secret door. Just start combing the room quickly to see if there's any way to a lower level.
Okay. Make a perception check.
All right. Let me get over here to my... Where's my cursor? Too many screens. $13.
And Wendell, back in the main room where those wagons were, I see something now that we probably would have recognized. Let me ask you. I'm going to ping it. Is this a set of stairs?
Yes.
Aha.
Stairs going down.
Aha. There's stairs back there. So I'm panting heavily after coming out of my rage. I kind of lean, breathe heavy for a moment, feeling fatigued for a few rounds.
You
Coming
are
out of
feeling
rage.
fatigued.
Yeah,
However,
when you come out of a rage, you are fatigued for a number of rounds equal
Right.
to twice the number of rounds you're raging.
however, You are feeling victorious and heroic, and we shall put that.
Ooh la la.
So, what do I find in the mess hall or whatever this?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
It is truly just a place to eat.
All right. So I'll come back out. Hey, there's got to be a way downstairs. There must be like a lower level here somewhere.
Over there. There's stairs.
Where?
Back by the wagons.
Oh, all right. All right then. So we'll dash over there.
Head toward the stairs. Get to the top and
My
keep
hair
going down.
blowing back as the heroic music plays. My cloak billowing as I run into the giant fan blowing my hair and cloak back.
Indeed.
Wait for the men-at-arms.
Uh,
Wait for the men-at-arms to watch the doors, and one of them to follow us.
oh, absolutely. There you go. It's following.
Cool. Yeah, so we
I'll
start slowly
yell at
down the
him to
stairs.
bar the barn door again since we unbarred it.
He does so.
Okay, just to make sure we've covered that.
You are getting ready to head down to the.
Can his name be Katie so I can yell Katie bar the door?
No,
Is there any chance of that?
no.
Hey.
But you're staring and you smell the decay, the rot,
What's
the
that
shit,
smell?
the urine, the blood, the fear just rolling up from these
Hey,
stairs.
this must be the place. Hey, hope they're all right. Hope we're not too late.
Okay, so start going down the stairs
gonna head down.
cautiously. What do we see?
Sword in hand.
As you make your way down,
Dip, dip.
you will now put pow.
I guess we add the token. Which way is the down part of the stairs? Here or the other? Down here.
Right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, you are still on that. Why are you? You should be on the second floor. There we go. Thanks, roll 20. And immediately you need to make a saving throw versus fear.
What?
Would this be fortitude or will?
This would be a willpower save.
Yep, fortitude.
Fortitude? Fine.
Fortitude.
We'll go with your, was it plus 54 in your fortitude? You got some obnoxious,
This barbarian over here.
some obnoxious fortitude save. Make a willpower save, please.
Made out of meat.
Ooh,
Easily passed.
I made a 22 on mine. Yay, me.
Easily passed. And for a second, you're just stunned. You see the blood stains. You see people on the wall. You smell the decay of flesh, the fear, the crying. It's just an awful, awful situation. There is nothing good about. I mean, this place is filled with the loss of hope and emptiness. Lining the walls.
Is this is wall right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lining these walls are a row of men, women, and children.
Or I guess these are cells, or you can see through the bars.
You can, yes, they are a lattice work of iron bars that are hammered flat. And again, there's spaces about yay big where you can see through. The doors, there, and there are wooden and ooh, darn it! Hold on, I forgot to put somebody on there.
So how many people do we see? Oh. I mean, is there a lot?
Yeah, you're saying over a dozen, and as you're marching, coming down the steps, You need to make a. You need to make a initiative roll.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Happily.
I'm good at that.
Happily.
Do I hear this?
Golly, these initiative rolls.
Yeah, I took the
Damn it.
feat for improved initiative.
Let's hold on.
I didn't.
Let me-
I didn't.
I did not. I was.
Hashtag shit happens.
clear these for a second. Well, look at what your initiatives are. All right. And go ahead and punch those back in.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Yeah, so roll it again. And then on the tracker, click on the number that comes up. Click on it and you can edit it.
All right then. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
8.
And click, type on it, and hit enter.
Oh boy.
Um,
8.
I need. Sorry, it's not funny, but
This is what it is.
it is, right?
It's only
now-
a game.
Yeah, I'm enjoying some decent rolls with this new character.
But the
It's
attack rolls
probably
can be-
short-lived. It's probably short-lived.
As you come down, the guard stares at you for just a second, realizes he doesn't know who you are, and runs and grabs a rope by the barrels and just yanks the shit out of that rope.
Uh-oh.
I take it I hear all of this.
You hear and see all of that. I need Aiken to make a perception check.
No, I don't want him to find me like this. I need to be out of this damn cage before he gets here.
20.
Ooh, Aiken, immediately your eyes see Ada staring back at you.
All right. I'm fired up.
And looks like they chained her to the floor.
Ada,
You're not.
we're gonna get you out of here, girl.
Is that your friend?
You.
It is.
And really, you've just been tortured. That's what you're gonna say.
Yeah. I'm done with that.
Not
I
this
hate
bastard
you.
again.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
Garrett,
fine. Leave me alone.
as you see Ada, you don't see Axidel clearly anywhere, but you do see the guard, and the guard is drawing a large axe.
I'm
Not a two-handed axe, but
gonna
definitely a
shot
battle
the
axe.
bastard. Is this him right here?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be him.
Yeah.
Let me know when I can make another move because I think I'm gonna try.
Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Garrick, you want to run up and get them? Or not Garrick, sorry. Aiken.
If it's my turn, I'm gonna hack this guy.
Because
I'm in 8 initiative, so-
I apologize. It's actually Garrick's turn.
Yeah.
He will go first. Sorry.
How-
But I don't
how
know
do
if
we
he's
get-
going to go after the guard or what.
How do we get Ada in initiative?
She will go last.
Okay. So right now this is the only guard that we see, yes? Okay, so I pivot on foot and I turn backwards and the sword slings out, the tip slashing it towards him. Swish. 16.
Absolutely.
12 points of slashing damage.
And how does his death look on camera?
Dude.
Nice. Well
I
done.
think
Gnarly.
I think he threw out a hand as if like threatening to point at me or something like that, and the hand it kind of erupts into a spray of fingers casting out towards Aiken's feet, and then the blade gets him across the face, and suddenly his angry scowl turns into a huge grinning smile as it just blood pours out of his face, his jaw, and down the front of his shirt.
Nice. All right.
Sorry, not for the weak of heart.
Hey, it's a rated R game.
Then I run forward, and I go to the first door, and I'm looking back to Aiken. Where's your friend? And I shake the door. Probably it's
Hey,
locked.
she's in the end cell down there.
And immediately as you start pulling on this door handle, you hear this low moan of these prisoners begging to be released. But they don't actually say or vocalize any words. It's just this primal groan of begging to be out of this hell.
Come on, you got to get out of here. And I pull on the gate harder and harder.
Is the door locked?
Maybe I lean my sword against
Yeah,
the
of course
cage
it's
and I
locked.
put my hands on it. I don't know if I can do anything further.
Well, I'm gonna
this
go to
time,
the
but I'm
body
trying
and
to
search
get it
for
open.
keys. See if there's keys on the guy that just got
and
killed.
You easily find a key ring on
Yep.
his belt.
Thank you,
grab it.
man.
Start opening doors.
You start opening doors, and the men, women, and children in this cell start. Those who can leave immediately start to run up the stairs.
Hey, help somebody with it. Help this other person.
Can
And
I?
Hey, you
They're-
young punk, get back here.
they're not paying a word of attention to you. They see their escape, and there it is.
As Aiken goes down there, I get into this first cell and I'm trying to help people out.
Okay. Again, those that can make it out, but there are about 3 to 4 that are chained to the wall. And Garrick, what are you doing? Or not Garrick, Aiken.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm coming down here to Ada's room, and I'm gonna unlock her door. Ada,
Can
get-
I while they're coming through and stuff, can I pull one of the where the manacle is? Can I pull just the manacle part off so that I have one manacle and a long rope?
Make a strength check.
Okay.
-2.
Okay. That's a unnatural 20.
It's a natural 20.
Unnatural.
Unnatural 20.
I rolled a 19 plus 3, but -2. So that's
It's starting to bend. You see it's starting to deform as you're just putting all your weight into this iron.
I just wanted enough to pull the clasp
Right.
off.
Right. I need you to roll a d6.
D6. Okay.
come on,
I
Ada.
want them as intact as possible, but not together. That's a 3.
It's certainly
The wall is easier to break than these
twisting.
stupid things.
right, but the metal's just deforming. It's just not outright breaking. All right.
So I can't, it's not like I can't, you know how, sometimes necklaces have, that little part? It's not like an open that I can just
No.
flip it out.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So back to initiative order. Garrick, what are you doing for the people who are chained to the walls?
So for those that are still bound by chains, I look at their manacles to see if there's a lock on there or if it's bolted or how it's
Absolutely.
secured.
They are certainly, there's a lock to the manacles themselves, which are chained to the wall.
Yeah. Sir Aiken, we need some keys down here. and seeing if there's nobody else in this cell that can be helped to get up and start heading out. If the remainder all need the key, then I'll make my way to the next cell. I don't know if he's yet unlocked that door. He might have went past it.
Well, okay. I don't know. Aiken, what did?
I want to go down to Ada's cell and get her free, so that if she's okay and able to help, she can do so, and plus Ada.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just on the floor, hussing up a storm, just pulling on this thing. I can't believe them. Just
Fair enough.
now they come. Now they come. And I'm sitting here halfway out of this whole shit.
Aiken, you easily find the key after 1 or 2 tries to get this door open.
Yep.
And the door is open. It's it's
Okay.
open. But as you ran down here and you looked at the table for just a second, make a perception check at -2.
Perception at -2.
Mm-hmm.
I
Representing that you weren't actively.
Yeah, I'm focused
intentionally-
on
Right.
focused on the task at hand. How's a 13 strike you?
Okay. You saw some poor bastard strapped to this table. But you don't know who he is.
I'll toss the keys to Garrick. Hey, there's someone's in that on a table in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people we have to help out of here.
All right.
Oh, this is your.
This is
friend?
Ada. I'm gonna help her get out of here. So
halfway out and they just already come down.
Fine looking young lady. I could see why you'd want to save her.
Who's
Hey.
that guy?
he's with me. No worries. And I'll kind of give him this severe look, and I'll run in there and
Can I do
start.
one more like pull of it? Just one more.
Absolutely. Have at it.
So,
Okay. Guess not.
that's a 5. So fucking damn it, I'm just gonna whack it down on this.
And maybe the the amount of tortures that she suffered in such a short time, I say short, 24 hours of being tortured and beaten is a rough
No.
way to go. Maybe she's fine. She broke because she seems to be wailing this chain against the floor.
I'll put the keys back into Aiken's hand. I'll slide past him into the cell. Let me see if I can help you with that. And I heft my sword. And just hold still now. Let me see if I can chop this chain.
And I just pull her like, I want it as intact as possible. Do you understand? Just this little part off. That's it. And I hold it up.
Yeah, just put it down, and I'll get it. I'll get it right where you want it. And I hold my sword steady.
Right there.
You point.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I give
And
it. I
you
give
can
it a
see,
whack with the
you
sword.
can see it's like been pulled and like I have been pulling at this thing.
It's kind of stretched out, huh? So I kind of adjust my scale mail a little bit. I move my shoulders, flex them just a little bit.
And I stand back and I like cross my arms and lean over. I loosened it up for him.
Patience, professional at work here.
People are dying. Hurry up.
Oh, Aiken's got him. So give it a schwack with the sword.
Okay.
26.
Well, you definitely hit. All right. You've taken a little bit out of the metal.
Yeah, and probably the tip of my sword has a dent in it. But I'm determined at this point. So
Can I pull it? Like, is it enough to?
Nope.
Okay.
But while you are fucking
But
around,
while he's
exactly.
doing that, yeah, I'm gonna go and try and just pull another person from their manacle. Just hold ban while he's doing that. Just go to the next cell over.
while you are fucking around with the chains,
Oh, I thought you're unbound. I mean, you're not unbound. Are you unbound?
Oh no, I'm 100% unbound. I'm just trying to get this
Then
thing.
then I'm not screwing with the chain. I thought I was freeing you.
No, I want this thing done.
So here I'm chopping at this chain, and I say, "Don't worry, give me a second. I'll get you loose." And then I turn around, and she's gone.
seriously, roll 20. Hold on.
You just hear, get the stupid thing down.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with roll 20 here.
Here I thought I was being impressive. Not at all.
I'm not a damsel in distress.
All right.
I'm going to be adamant about that one. I forgot she had an accent for a minute.
I don't understand why.
She lost her fake accent.
I know, right? How dare she? It's amazing what trauma will do.
Well, for whatever reason, roll 20 is giving me trouble trying to get this.
Is it layers? Layer madness?
No. I'm just trying to get a monster onto the board here.
Nope.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can see why it doesn't want you to do that.
It likes us.
But frankly, I agree.
It's afraid of my big sword.
I'll say.
If this is a democracy, I vote on the side of the roll 20. Roll 20 for president.
So we'll just have to go with that for now. And the manhole cover, the grate into the sewers, you assume, moves. And as you look to your left, Aiken, you see a ghoul, long snake-like, twisted tongue comes out, and it jumps out in front of you. You get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, baby. 29.
Oh, definitely hit.
Another 1 on my damage dice. 6. Thank goodness for
6.
modifiers. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 in a
So
row.
in my
I've
case, they
rolled
have been super helpful.
minimal damage.
That's terrible, man. Why do your dice hate you? That's not cool. And I need Garrick to make a perception check. No, I need Ada to make a perception check.
Okay. I'm a little preoccupied at the moment.
I understand. So you don't recognize the second ghoul coming out.
I 8. Big old whopping 8.
Watching Garrick flex.
Oh Lord, did you really just say that? That's awful. All right, so let us do initiative. And oops, let me clear all that first. All right,
New initiative.
absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
If one of you guys can put me on for initiative, that'd be great. That is not something I can do.
Why are you not? You can kind of pissed it. The initiative at them.
You want me to do Ada's initiative?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll do that.
And let me know who I go after. That'd be great.
Let me find Ada. There she is. Wow, roll 20 is being kind of slow today.
Yeah, it's doing something funky.
Ada's first.
Ooh, Ada is first. It will go Ada, ghouls, and then Ada, ghouls, Garrick, and Aiken. Aiken last again?
Yep, I'm saving my good rolls for attack rolls.
Oh, good for you, man. It's a good way to look at it.
Smart.
That sucks. So with that being said, let's throw on some different music, shall we? Let's on something a little bit darker, since you're fighting the undead.
So I guess
So
Ada is still near the entrance of this cell. These ghoul are just right outside. I know you can't see the screen.
I go to the door like, oh, nope, not time.
All right, so Ada, you can, about 15 feet away, 2 ghouls have come out of this manhole cover, or come from behind this manhole cover to attack Aiken in the corridor. Aiken is obviously trying to open the door and free Axidel.
Okay, so, like...
And you've seen what these ghouls have done. They've eaten the bodies of the prisoners. Both.
They're not cool. They're not cool.
You want nothing.
So what is your new name now, Geek Dice?
Garrick.
Okay, I need to write that down at some point. Garrick. I look over at Garrick as he's lifting his sword to hit down again, and I go, oh, no time, and I take it and I pull it out and I just grab the chain and the manacles, and I want to run out to one of the ghouls. And what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of gonna go like jump rope it, like hold onto the 2 manacles, try and get around its neck, cross and pull.
Oh, you want to use it as a garrote?
Garrote,
okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very good.
I was gonna use it as a lasso and lace it through, but there was no time.
There's no time.
So
Okay, being that this is a chain and it's by no means as light as a rope, and it's an improvised weapon.
It is improvised, and
is?
I am proficient in improvised weapons. I even have a improvised grapple.
Nice.
Wow, you have an improvised grapple?
I do. Improvised grapple +2 to grapples.
Oh, you have improved grapple.
Oh yeah, that one.
Okay. All right, we'll go with that. So
I also have weapon focus.
make your grapple attempt.
Okay. So is there like a
Yeah, that improved grapple's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's really
Bonus,
good.
bonus on grapple and no attack of opportunity against you.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sweet.
Oh my god! That was a natural 20 and I moved my leg and it's a 2.
Oh. Realizing what you're trying to do to it, it dodges out of its way, or dodges out of the chain's way, and it will now.
Wait, how many attacks do I get?
7.
Right, 7. Just throw out a big number.
Go big or go home.
But you're not doing flurry of blows with that, so you will only get 1 attack.
Okay. Next round.
Since you're trying to do a grapple.
And it just, like, one of my shoulders is dislocated because of the tortures and stuff. And I'm like, oh, God!
Well, okay. Well, we're not gonna go that far. You weren't tortured that bad. I mean, they did beat you up, but I'm hesitant to torture characters to that extent.
Just a dislocated shoulder.
It's just a dislocated shoulder.
It's
which
just a flesh wound.
All right, so the ghouls will attack. The first will attack
Fine,
and
I'm only fatigued.
attack Aiken. 7 doesn't.
Nope.
11 doesn't.
Nope.
But it is going to try to bite you. No. You're parrying away, trying to stab it in the forehead.
Kellum 4 has stepped in, confident of that.
However, you got chosen to get in a hand-to-hand with a ghoul, Ada. What's your armor class?
But there's a length. Isn't there like...
What's your armor class?
It's a chain.
Yeah, you're not doing it from 15 feet away. You're right up
like
close.
5-10 feet away.
Oh, nice try. What's your armor class?
13.
Ooh, well, 1 claw rakes across your skin. Next does not, and it does try to bite you though, as it tries to pull you in and sink its thick, discolored teeth into your flesh. No, you manage to wiggle and worm your way away from that gaping maw of doom. However,
No, hell no.
there you go. Oh, now it wants to no.
You getting those multiple pop-ups, Wendell?
Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we got to figure out to turn that off.
That's all right. That's not gonna work. Why are you in there? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Roll20's acting very odd. Okay, so your damage is going to be 1d6 plus 1.
Oh. Am I rolling that or you?
From the claws that it sinks into you, you take 6 points of damage as those blood-crusted claws rake across your bicep. But at least it didn't bite you.
Yeah.
And with that
I'm
being
hurting.
said,
Not ridiculous, but I'm hurting.
it's not a family friendly day. Aiken, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to try to run this guy through right here, this ghoul.
All right.
Boys and girls.
19?
Oh, absolutely. You only have to hit an armor class of 14.
Really?
We'll make it easy on
Oh,
everybody.
there's some damage. How about 13?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Little slashy
What does its death look like?
Well, if I can take off an arm at the shoulder or something as I just big swing down, kind of one shoulder down to the hip,
Absolutely. Your sword sliding through its flesh and sinew is kind of like sliding through a rotten watermelon.
Yeah.
As it falls to the ground, a thick reddish black ichor pulls out onto the ground as you destroyed this. Ada, it is your turn in the fight.
Do I get a turn?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Is it? No. Yeah. Sorry, Garrick. I'm terrible about that. Sorry.
So
You're the new guy. We
Ada's
have
standing.
to initiate.
Ada's standing right in the doorway. So I come forward, and I imagine I could probably put my sword through the lattice. How was
No, isn't it? Didn't you say it was like 15 feet away? So like I grabbed the thing, ran, and used the momentum to.
Well, yes, but now he's by the cell door.
Okay.
So Garrick, you can do that, but you're
can
going.
I reach through the lattice instead with my hand and pull this ghoul up against the lattice and hold it, not facing towards me, but facing away, and that way Ada can maybe get better advantage to attack it.
No, the opening just isn't big enough for you to
Okay.
maneuver. I mean, you can stick your hand through there, but it would be a very bad move.
So I couldn't grab it, reach through and grab it.
Right.
Can I put my sword through the opening?
At a -2, yes.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Because the idea is you're just trying to time it just right, because
You
he's
bet.
not just standing there.
Yep. So at a -2,
Is it a he ghoul or a she ghoul?
that would be a 14.
A 14, you do hit.
6 points.
It howls in rage, not realizing that you were there, and it is Ada's turn.
I'm going
It's,
to.
Get some, bony girl.
I'm gonna take some step back. Just like after the little fight part, I'm gonna pull the manacles so that the manacles are facing out, and I'm just gonna take a fury blows and just wail it like this.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick check on that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I can. Can I flurry blows with an object, or is that? I have to be-
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Here comes the
Absolutely.
ghoul paste.
I
Yeah.
just want, because this is rare. I've actually got to check this out. Okay.
I'm standing behind it on the other side of the lattice, and just this blood spray, splat, splat, splat.
I mean,
in
you're
my
safe
face.
because if it hits anything, it's gonna hit the lattice work behind me. Or
Um,
behind.
You are going to be at a -4.
Okay.
You are not proficient with that weapon. You're using an improvised weapon.
I do have a weapon focus and an. Oh,
But
that's
you-
not.
Right. So make your roll. Oh, and you are at -2, so you're going to be at a -6.
But I have +1 to attack and +1 to movement with my flirty blows.
Yes, so then you'll be at -5.
Okay, so I will just say what I rolled.
Because you've got a lot of. Okay, what's your base attack bonus? Your BAB.
My B, yes, that's the book for me. Where would I find?
Should be right on your character sheet, right underneath.
I have AC.
No, keep going down. It's under your
G?
attributes.
I have G and B.
No,
Not B.
that's CMB. That'd be your combat maneuver bonus.
Oh, okay, yeah, same. Is it in that area?
Yeah,
Why am I?
BAB, base attack bonus.
Oh, attack bonus for what? My unarmed strike.
It should just tell you should have it. Hold on. We'll do it old school. We'll just look
Oh,
it
there
up.
it is. +2. It's
Okay.
+2.
+2. What's your strength bonus?
My strength modifier
Mm-hmm.
is it 3?
Your strength is a 3.
I have a. It's
She
17.
is strong. She's a strong.
What's your
probably-
strength? What's your strength number?
17.
Okay.
Dude, I'm a beefy. I'm hefty.
So your okay. All right. What did I say originally? It was a -6.
7.
So you're only a -1.
Okay. So So, with that, I rolled a natural 17.
Okay, 6. You definitely hit. And you're doing flurry of blows, so rolling again.
So, that one is an 8.
Miss. So only one of the manacles seems to club this thing upside the head. Roll your damage. We're going to have that as a D6.
Okay. Okay, let's do the twist. That's a +1 to attack. So that's a 5.
Nope, your attack won't count into your damage, but your strength bonus will.
Wait. I was rolling the 4, which is the
damage, right? And then you
Okay.
said like a +1, I think you just said. So what was your damage right there?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so it was 4. What's your strength bonus? 3?
Yeah.
Then it's a 7 total. And it looks at you and its eyes go cross-eyed for a second.
It's my turn, bitch.
And it falls to the ground.
Nice.
Dead.
I spit at it. Just glob of blood out my own mouth. Just
Nice.
and I just stand there staring at it. Like I don't even look at what is your name again? I'm writing it down now.
Garrick.
Garrick. Okay.
I got some action shots. Put them in Discord.
Saw those.
Oh God, I gotta go check out Discord. Yes. Fantastic.
Yay!
Look like a damn.
Meet that later.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Look like a catfish with my mouth open. Good timing there. Good timing. All right. So with that being said, you are now standing in a cell that is mostly, or a holding area that is mostly empty. There are about 7 other people chained to the walls, and there is an individual chained to a table.
Yeah, so I'm going to rush in there and see what we got.
Did you say you were human, Garrick?
Yes.
Okay.
Immediately, you can tell that this is Garrett, looking at his stripped down loincloth body.
Exodel.
Yeah, sorry. Being that you've been on the road for weeks on end, undoubtedly, bathing in pools and rivers and what have you, the basic physique would have tipped you off.
So you'll see the blood just leave Aiken's face.
Is this your other friend?
Aiken is
Poor
sprawled
bastard.
out on this table, thick leather straps binding his legs around the ankles and his arms. There's this beaten copper, almost like a nail keg helmet over his head, with a long protruding tube sticking out of it. There are no slits for eyes or ears.
I'll very carefully inspect the helmet to see if anything is like poking into him anywhere before I try to remove it.
You make a perception check.
Okay.
You're pretty confident that there are none.
Are there any fasteners? I didn't bring my tools, but I can use a dagger maybe. Is there anything that's come apart?
I'm mildly confused by your question. Are you talking about the straps or the
No,
helmet?
I guess is it strapped on his head?
No,
or?
it is not. Not that you can tell.
Okay, so it's something we can just probably take off.
Yes.
Okay. Imagine we probably gently try to remove that helmet.
There is some resistance, some groaning, ever so slightly, and as you wiggle it around and finally pry it off, you see that Axidel's eyes have this strange paste over their eyelids, so he can't open them, and the protuberance was actually kind of a little bit further into his mouth, also on the other side. So basically, he couldn't talk or speak or vocalize because that was what he was having to breathe through. And if you ever had to breathe through a straw or a small tube for more than an hour, you can imagine how excruciating it must have been for hours on end to breathe that way, not being able to pretty much close your mouth. Um, but he moans a little bit. And he's alive.
We got here in time, it looks like, sir.
I'll pull a dagger and start to cut the leather thongs off of his wrists and ankles to get him free from the table.
Easily done.
And I'll see if I can help him sit up.
Is there anybody else?
He is in that strange unconscious conscious state. Say again, Ada?
Is there anybody else in here like that are still in like? Because you said there are men, women, and children. Like, is there like a kid that's been like hiding in a way, like separated from the parents or anything? Like, is there in the crazy hustle that's happened?
There's one child still chained to the wall that no one has that has the keys. So I'm not sure which of you two have the keys. No one has unchained.
I'm just gonna walk up. I'm gonna walk up to the kid. And is it like smaller chains because it's a kid, or is it just like the actual?
Oh no, it's actual. Normal heavy chains. It's just the manacles are smaller.
I'm gonna just go up to the wall and just start talking to the kid. You're really brave. Look at that. Not many people. You're pretty brave there, buddy. And just start pulling on the.
As opposed to just taking the keys from one of the other PCs and unlocking them.
Oh, I thought we were pretty far. I thought we were.
You're only about 20 feet away. I mean, you can walk over and say, "Give me the keys."
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to picture in my head what it all looks like. So.
Gotcha. Sorry.
So I'm just gonna walk away. Is anybody holding the key, or is it in their pockets or whatnot? Because I just want to. I don't even want to talk to them.
I've got the key ring in my hand from unlocking the door.
I'm just gonna walk up behind you, take the keys, and walk away.
Okay.
Easily done. Ada, you are. I want to move your character.
Okay.
You're easily unlocking these manacles from the prisoners. I mean, it's a key and lock.
Yeah, I'm gonna unlock it, and I'm just gonna pick the kid up, put it on my shoulder, and be like, "You did such a good job, buddy. It's gonna be all right." And I kind of put his what gender is child?
Boy.
Boy. So I'm just gonna take his head and just put it on my shoulder and just kind of rock him. And you guys, Aiken probably knows this just because he's been with me a little while. It looks like I'm kind of comforting myself while comforting this child. So.
And as you're trying to do so, the kid starts screaming and crying because he's afraid.
Yeah.
And seeing things that no child should ever see.
Yeah.
And if the kindred races can do this kind of stuff to themselves,
mm-hmm.
what horrors and terrors happen below ground with
mm-hmm.
the humanoids when they get hold of you? Garrick and Aiken, what are you two doing?
Sir Aiken, you lead the way. I'll carry your friend.
I'll take my cloak off and wrap it around Axidel, try to get it on him, and maybe let Garrick, is there a way I can kind of wipe that paste away from his eyes?
No, there is not.
It's like hardened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, let's keep moving.
We need my sword, and I'll pick him up.
Right.
I'll follow Aiken.
Has this door been opened? Where I'm pinging?
It has not.
Okay.
It has not. But I will assume at this stage you're unlocking all the doors and freeing all of the prisoners and would-be slaves.
Quickly as possible.
Fair enough. Easily done. Within just a few minutes, because again, it's a locking key. This is not rocket science.
Yeah.
You easily make your way out into the open air of the free city of Greyhawk. What do you wish to do?
I'm thinking if there's anybody who needs assistance besides Aiken's and Ada's friend Axidel, we can use one of these wagons to carry them someplace.
Absolutely.
I'm holding the kid the whole time.
Yeah. Maybe we pile in a wagon. Were there any horses in there? Can we push these way? I mean,
there were no horses, but an uh, an easy search or a quick search shows that the stable is just right next door. So they kept the wagons here. They kept the stable.
Okay. So we could quickly
stable next
tack
door.
and harness up a horse and pull
Absolutely.
a wagon. And whoever hasn't just completely fleed the area, maybe the more injured people will get them in this wagon. And if there's any way to cover the wagon and get the hell out of here.
There's nothing to. There's an enclosed wagon, and then there's a wagon that has a lot of straw in it. That you'd see a farmer.
Hide in the straw. Go.
Yeah.
You could do that, but your choices are limited. Which wagon do you want?
I think the straw is fine. Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody gets into the wagon laden with straw.
And I wrangle the animals.
Easily done. No checks here.
Is there enough horses for that? And could I have my own horse?
There are not enough horses. There are only two,
Or
just
a
for the
donkey
wagon.
or something?
Just two horses.
Okay.
All right. And what do you do now, Sir Aiken, Knight of the Heart?
We're going to lead him out of here. And I think probably try to find get out of this neighborhood as quickly as possible and find the city watch as quickly as possible and alert them to what we've got here.
Easily done. After a quick exchange and about 15 minutes, a small detachment of city guard, numbering 8, appear. Your men-at-arms have also followed you, obviously.
Yep.
One is sorely wounded from the arrow, but I assume that you'll want them to escort the prisoners to safety along with the city guard.
Hey. Yep.
All right. Okay. What do my player characters do then?
I wonder if we can get any healing somewhere.
So where are we right now? Are we out in the open? Are we?
You are out in the open.
Are we still where the watch is, or have we gone a little ways away?
I'm going to say you've gone a little way.
Yeah, it's the 4 of us now. Or the 3 of us.
Well, 4. You still got Axidel.
Yeah, I got accident.
Oh, right.
So, where do you want to take you?
I think we should go back to the Knight of the Heart.
Yep.
Be the easiest place to hide right now. Just get out of sight, and we'll sort things out. Ada, if you're amenable.
I am sitting on the back of the cart, looking the opposite direction. My back is to you. My back is to new person. I have my hand on Axidel's foot, and my feet are over the edge of it, and I'm just staring off.
All right, we're gonna make for the House of Horns and get some help, get you cleaned up, and see what we can do here.
You get as far as you can to the House of Horns, because not all streets are made for a wagon of this size.
Sure.
And you easily carry Axidel to the House of Horns and make it there.
There's some spare rooms in the back. We can lay him there and check and maybe get a healer to see your friend.
There are no spare rooms in the back.
I'm just making this up as we go.
I know.
Okay, we'll put him on a bench in the main room.
Easily done. And you're searching for a cleric. Let us see if.
Seeing that I'm a resident of Greyhawk,
Mm-hmm.
might I be able to navigate that complexity?
Oh, absolutely.
So does he leave Aiken and I by ourselves while you look for that?
Well, first let us see if the yes. For a minute he does, because Garrick is going to go see if the I don't want to call him the cleric in residence, because it's not like he's just hanging out waiting to be a Band-Aid box. But let's see if
But he kind of is. No.
Her prima donnas.
Right.
Right.
I would like to do something with Aiken when.
Really? Wow, the cleric is not there. So, Garrick, I need you to make a knowledge check local. Oh,
17.
very good. You know exactly where to go.
I know where that guy hangs out.
Yeah,
He drinks where I drink.
which is everywhere. All right, so you are going to tear off, I take it, to go find this individual?
Yep.
All right. Aiken and Ada, what are you two doing?
Hey. So I take it we're in the kind of the outer room inside the House of Horns.
You are indeed.
So there's people around us?
There's, again, surprisingly, it is devoid of people. But the serving wench, when she comes out, she gasps and immediately runs away.
The minute the door closes from Garrick, I just turn around and I shove Aiken up against a wall. Just shove him and just hold him there. I don't know if you want
make a
strength.
Make a CMB. So roll d20 and add your CMB.
Okay.
How about maneuver bonus?
That's an 8.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
You shove with all your might against him, and he just kind of looks at you. What? I mean, he doesn't even move.
I'll just go to smack him. I'm just at this point, just smack him upside the face. I don't know if I'll take another roll for that.
I'll just try to stop her with my hand.
Yes.
Why are you slapping Aiken, the guy who rescued you?
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
I'll just try to grab her wrist if I can. Yeah.
Easily done. What's your CMD?
Me?
Mine?
Aiken? Nope.
17.
Yeah. Yeah, you've easily just grabbed hold of her wrist. I mean, she's not going anywhere.
Hey, I know you're upset. I don't blame you. But we got you out of there. And we're going to get us...
That's the least of your concerns.
We're going to get us...
Hand away.
We're gonna,
no. He's got you.
Oh,
we're going to get us out of here. We need to tend to Axidel and see what's going on there. But I need you...
We shouldn't have been in this in the first place.
I understand. And it kills me what happened. I'll let her go.
Let me go.
I'll let her go. It kills me what happened to you. All right, you need to know that. We're dealing with something that's...
I trusted you.
I warned you.
We put our lives in your hands.
No, you didn't. You rode along with me. And I warned you what we were up against. And I don't know what happened between when I saw you and when I see you now. But I warned you we were up against something. And you didn't seem to take it all that seriously when we was in your room. I don't know what happened.
You made it seem like it wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
You said, oh, yeah, it's a big orc, and he's super scary.
And you treated it just like that. You treated it just like you're doing now, little girl. So you need to grow up and put on your big britches and back the fuck away. Be thankful you're alive and don't piss in me boots again. Take it serious. You almost got killed. I tried to warn you. I know.
Take a step back and cross my arms.
That's fine. You can be angry. I understand. But you don't get to hang it all at my feet. Now we know what we're up against. You can go. You can be on your way. I wouldn't blame you a lick if you were. But don't be like that with me. I'm glad you're okay.
When did you grow balls?
About the time you started getting out of hand, lassie. About the time you started getting out of hand is when I grew my balls.
And that's what I mean. Shouldn't have taken you that long to drop them.
Are you done?
Are you?
I'm fine. I'm just glad you're okay. We need to take care of Axidel. We're up against something way bigger than us right now. So let's be smart, find our way out of here, and be on our way. And like I said, if you want to go your own way, I wouldn't blame you. I know you're upset. I don't blame you.
I feel like upset is the stupidest term right now.
I don't know what else to call it. I can't imagine what you've been through. I'm just glad you're here.
You can.
No, I can't. And I'll carry that with me the rest of my days.
I'm going to just go over to the bar and just sit down.
All right. One of the senior attendants comes out, looks at you, and he says, "I'm Lord Grayson. What goes on here?"
Hey, my friends had been taken captive. We've found and rescued
Who are
them.
You? Who are you?
Sir Aiken, Knight of the Heart. And I'll show him the signet ring.
Sir Aiken.
Aye.
Good. What goes on here, Knight?
Aye, well, these two friends of mine here, and I'll nod at Ada and Axidel, were captured by a nasty assassin. We managed to get him out with the help of some men, and Garrick here. He's off looking for a way to get some healing and some treatment for my friend Axidel and for Ada here. And
an assassin, you say?
Aye.
How come to you with this assassin?
It's a bit of a story. But suffice it to say that he'd been on my trail for much longer than I realized, and he caught up with us.
So is it business of the chapter, or is it personal?
It's personal. Lord Halford was kind enough to get me a few resources to help find these two, get them out.
Ah, now I understand. Yes, you're the knight.
I suppose I am.
Your friend, is he dead?
I don't think he's dead, but he's not well. And I'll kind of show him they've somehow gotten his eyes closed with this gunk, and so Garrick's run off to find some healing.
Nah, he'll come back more with a flagon of ale than healing. Aye.
As you know, that too.
Send for position.
Very well.
He sticks his head through the hallway and calls out for the guards. Immediately, almost immediately, almost a dozen guards show up. He gives basic orders to defend the House of Horns and to expect some type of roguery or foul spells to be enacted, essentially putting the whole House of Horns on lockdown. Two guards immediately go outside, stand watch. Two guards stand by the main door as it's closed. Within faster than Garrick getting back, a physician comes into the room and starts attending Axidel. She is immediately, you can tell she is a no-nonsense, no bullshit, absolutely zero humor type physician. She is standing for a patient and she's checking, she's doing all kinds of weird tapping and holds a mirror to his mouth to see how his breathing is and what have you.
I just asked the barkeep for where the washroom is.
Barkeep, she points, she says, "I'll take you. I'll show you." And she gently leads you down a hallway that turns to the left. And there's your refreshing room, so to speak.
The powder room.
The powder room. And after several minutes, she starts wiping the gunk and the glue off of the eyes of Axidel. And you can tell that she's relieved that it's nothing more serious. Minutes pass by. Garrick shows up with a cleric of...
King Cuthbert and
All right.
the bottle.
And the bottle.
That
Cleric of the
is
Vine.
the best.
Garrick's like, yeah, it took me a little bit. I had to help him fight his way out of a mess that he had with a set of cards.
This cleric of St. Cuthbert has a almost a it's kind of unnerving because it's a haircut that you would not expect a grown man to have, but it's a page cut, type hairdo. Blonde. He's got this heavy helmet with a big purple beret or cap slung over it. He walks in and he immediately looks to your friend and he looks up at Garrick and says,
Well, he's looking a little bit better. Did somebody help him with his eyes already?
"Dumb, you're dumb." And he points to the woman physician. Says, "I'm willing to bet your bottle that she had something to do with it."
I didn't know she'd be coming, but still, you can check out. I got a couple cuts here. You can look at those too.
And he just kind of pushes you aside. I mean, he's just not at all.
I take a swig out of his bottle and hand it back to him.
And they immediately start having the physician and the cleric immediately start having a discussion. And she steps back and he lays his hand on Axedel's chest, closes his eyes, and he says, "Oh, by the light of St. Cuthbert, I am but a vessel of your power. Give your strength to this poor bastard who obviously did not deserve this fate at the hands of evil. Let those standing before witness the power and glory of St. Cuthbert. In your name, may your healing work." It's a soft glow of pink and yellow come from his fingertips. And you see it's kind of spread out almost like a soft river that's kind of just breaking off into little rivers. And you see his bones start to glow like an X-ray. You can tell Axedel's breathing immediately just becomes completely stress-free, as though he's in a deep slumber. The wound that the assassin gives him starts to heal up. The cleric stands back and breathes. "Whew. Truly, glory be to St. Cuthbert and his minions. He will sleep a good night's rest. Do you want me to take care of the rest of the wound? Or do you want it to heal naturally? Is there an infection, doctor?" The woman shakes her head. "No, there's no infection. But it is a deep wound." He looks to you, Garrick.
Oh yeah, I could use a little help here. I show the gash on my rib cage and across my shoulder.
You could use a kick in the ass is what you could do.
Don't worry, Sir Aiken here, he'll pay you.
I nod.
He gives a quick glance to Sir Aiken.
Right.
And the cleric puts his two hands on the shoulder of Garrick and says, "Oh, Saint Cuthbert, once again I call upon your power. Even though this poor drunken bastard probably doesn't deserve your mercy, let this poor fool feel the glory and the strength and the wisdom and the healing of you, so that he may come into the light and give away his dark deeds to those far more deserving." And again, there's that healing light, that pinkish glow. And you almost see like little motes of light twinkle in the lamplight. And you feel your wound close for... No. Let's go with another 4 on that.
Sweet.
You got 5 points back.
And I say, "Amen."
And the cleric looks at you, and there's just a hint of a smirk that jabs at his look. He says, "You don't mean it, you bastard." Then he takes a swig of his ale.
I can't thank you enough, kind sir. What how much what kind of coin do you need for your help?
He looks at Garrick and says, "Aye, we're even. I don't owe this man nothing anymore. All debts are settled." There's just a slight frown in Garrick's face because you're willing to bet there's money and drink involved in that debt.
That's right.
I'll
And
kind
Garrick's
of
not quite satisfied yet.
look at Garrick and tilt my head.
He looks down at, and I'm like, yeah, I'm under the watchful eye of the knight, Sir Aiken. So it's like, my finger slowly descends. Okay.
I'll kind of grab the tabard or whatever the cleric of St. Cuthbert's wearing. Hey, if you'd wait just a moment, I have a friend that may need your help, and I'll square up for that myself.
I'm muted. I see what I can do.
All right, I thank
And
you.
he walks over to the bar, and about that time, I'm going to assume that Ada makes her way back from the refreshing room, as the gentle ladies like to
might
say.
go blender here shortly, so that's why I was
Ah,
muted.
fantastic. That'll be the thunder roaring in the background,
Yeah.
or the anger of St. Cuthbert. One of the two.
Don't roll a 1, please.
What does Ada do?
I come back and I sit back at the bar, closest bar seat to the bathroom.
I'll go ahead.
And
I look a lot better now, like not bloodied wise. And it looks like I had taken like part of my I ripped a piece of my pants off so that it's like all even and it's not like torn in pieces. Like I've evened it out and I've just tried to make myself look a little bit more presentable.
In all fairness, while you have removed most of the blood from your face, you do still look like a severely bruised Georgia peach.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it is non-lethal damage.
And I'm sure that there's still like some blood that's just like still fresh. That's like open.
We're going to get very adult here, so if you are easily triggered, audience, don't pay attention. For the player's sake of Ada, I don't know anything about Ada, so even though you were in a torture chamber, so to speak, and held captive, nothing ugly happened to you. I want to emphasize that. So you are sitting at the table, dressing wounds. When you try to lean on your jaw, ow, that hurts there. You try, ow, that hurts there. It's just you're
You can
black
see
and
like
red.
around my arm is that part of the pant like I ripped off to make it cleaner. I tied it around my arm to like
Nice.
stop one of the cuts. Just like
I'll come over to where Ada's sitting.
the cleric of
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say the cleric of St. Cuthbert. He kind of gasps a little bit because he just wasn't expecting that. A walking bruised peach, and you hear him mutter, "By St. Cuthbert's teats, she must be looked after." And and you find this stranger immediately taking a very gentle, almost surprisingly kind touch to your elbow and leading you to that the bar as you were headed there. And he explains, I am a servant of St. Cuthbert. By your permission, I would like to ask St. Cuthbert to heal you and to bless.
I just kind of sit down really, really, really warily. I mean, and he sees like my arm has like the hand marks of like being pulled very roughly.
Right.
So I'm like,
and he's obviously a cleric of St. Cuthbert. He has, you can't get any more stereotypical than this guy outside of armor.
If you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
He kind of smiles at that. He gently lays 2 fingers upon your brow and he says, St. Cuthbert.
And I go right as he goes to touch me, I go, hold on. I want some of the scars.
Aye, that's what you want. He lays two fingers upon your brow. And he closes his eyes and he takes a deep breath. You can see a weariness start to play across his face. And he says, Saint Cuthbert, I have asked you twice this day, and I shall ask again. Please grant this poor, foolish vessel of your power the ability to heal this woman, obviously a great defender of goodness. She has suffered much. I humbly beseech you, O great Lord, let your wisdom and your healing and your power be witness to the holiness that is you, so that others may fall into the light, including that poor drunken bastard Garrick. I humbly ask that let your love and your kindness wash over this woman's bones, her flesh, her muscle, and her soul. In your name, I ask this. And as he does so, you feel this it's almost too hot. It's almost too warm of a deep, thick, sudsy bubble bath just start to well over you. And then you feel this really nice warm water, like somebody's spraying water over you.
I thought you were gonna say peeing. I was like, what the crap?
Oh no! What? No, gross.
Ew.
Oh, hello, paging Dr. Freud. We know what's going on in Ada's past. And let us roll. Hold on here. You get 12 hit points back. And whatever scars, this is going to be player caveat, whatever scars you choose Ada to have, Ada will have.
How many points did you say? 12?
12. And you see this, again, you see the weariness on the shoulders. They kind of slouch, and this cleric says, I need a drink.
Hey, that'll be on me. Whatever anybody's having, I'll get. And I'll come over to the cleric.
Yeah, so right then I come forward and I've got these flagons of ale, and I sit down right on the other side of Ada and I pass all these flagons out.
I was gonna say,
Ada just looks you up and down, like she's feeling better now, and she just looks you up and down. It's like not even trying to hide it at this point.
Party time.
the cleric has looked at Garrick. They both just lock eyes and immediately know what each one's thinking. So after a good 20 to 30 minutes of just comfortable silence and quiet, just kind of decompressing and drinking your just real thick, heavy beers. The cleric
I don't drink as much as I normally do, and I probably actually end up going either, if we're getting rooms, then I'll go up to the room. If not, then I'm just gonna go outside and find a tree. And I want to start training again. Just do some training and just blow off some steam by punching a wheat sack or something.
No, I get that. As you start to leave, the guards bar your way, and they look at Sir Aiken.
I mean, I don't know where you're going. Like I said, if you didn't want to run with me anymore, I understand. Just whatever you do, be careful. That feller has eyes all over the city.
Are we getting rooms here?
No, it's not that kind of place. I think our best bet would be to get the hell out of Greyhawk quickly as we may, quietly and sneaky as we may.
Lord Grayson makes his way back into the room, and he looks at all of you and he says, rooms, did I hear? You're looking for the rooms?
Hey, we do need some rest, and then we need to be probably on our way.
Why don't we just put you on the ship? I believe that you had agreed to go to the hold of the Sea Princes, yes?
Indeed.
You say ship, and Ada goes.
And that will depend on what my friends want to do. I'm going to the hold of the Sea Princes, no doubt.
Aye. Well, just so you know, that if you leave this door, you're on your own. We will not provide escort or protection for you. But while you're here on this soil, we'll guard you with our lives. Do what you want. Go where you want.
When do I need to be a bard?
Probably they're going to leave tonight. So,
Hey, all right.
Yeah, they'll leave tonight. So,
Hey, all right. That's my plan. Whoever would like to may join me, but I certainly, again, understand if you didn't want to.
I'm going to trudge back over to the bar and sit next to Aiken and say, as long as that motherfucker is out there, I'm staying with you. Because last time I left, this shit happened.
I know.
So what you owe me right now is some smelling salts. And I'll take the alcohol from, I forgot his name, Garrick. I just take it from him.
You have my word. I'll do all I can to make it right with you. And I'll look her just dead in the eye. I know this wasn't good, and I'll make it right. By the blade of killing, and I'll make it right.
Sir Aiken, I was just talking to your friend there. I turn and look back over my shoulder to where Axadel is sitting up with his head hanging wearily down. He looks like he's spent.
Oh, but he's up and conscious.
I say, talking to your friend Axadel, he said he's going home.
Hey, let me go. I'm going to go over and talk to him. Is that priest of St. Cuthbert still here?
Yes.
Hey, friend, what can I give you for helping my friend Ada?
Well, being that all ties and debts between me and Garrick were cleared, just make a sizable donation to a temple of St. Cuthbert when you get a chance.
Hey, that'll do. Sure, I can't give you anything besides a drink.
You can give me your word you'll quit being foolish.
I'll look over at Ada. That word's given.
I do need, behold, the dungeon master needs Wiley to roll a percentile dice.
Okay. Let me find some of those. I do own some. That is a 23 on the percentile die.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
And I think I'd be, then if I'm done with the priest of St. Cuthbert, I'd go talk to Axadel.
Very good.
Axadel, my friend. Are you feeling any better? You look better.
I don't feel that much better.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened.
I think I've had enough.
Hey, you look like you've had enough.
Sorry, I can't go with you. I'm gonna go home.
Hey, I'm sorry too. I didn't blame you.
I don't think I was meant for this.
Well, this surely shouldn't have happened. I thought you were right behind me. Sorry.
That bastard was quick. I thought I had him with the web.
Hey, it looked like it. It looked like it.
He just walked right out of it.
Hey, he's well beyond any of our skill. But I'll see to it that he pays, one way or the other.
Good luck with that.
Hey. So he's got my cloak. I'd like to give him some coin.
No, he's
to travel.
With coin. He's got coin in the Bank of Greyhawk. He made a deposit rather than carrying all of his coin with him. He also has coin in divers.
He does.
For some rainy day in the future.
Hopefully, It still has coin and divers.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah. So Axadel, while he appreciates the offer, he's like, no, I'm going to hide and I'm going to sneak my ass out of the city, and I'm gone.
As we are almost towards the end of the session, uh, let's take a 5-minute bio break real quick.
absolutely.
We can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you.
We will do so. We'll be back in 5 minutes, y'all. All right, we're back at it. Here we are.
Fantastic. All right. So, what we are facing now is everybody saying their let's try that again. Their
We're failures.
farewells.
We're all saying we're failures.
No, you survived. I mean, this could have gone horribly, horribly wrong because, unbeknownst to Wiley, I had a little timer going on, and depending on what actions were done, if you start doing other things, that was going to cause.
Assassin to come back?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that or the necromancer, and that just we would have been starting a new campaign.
Yeah,
because because the first thing that would have happened, I don't know, I won't tell you what would have happened, but anyway, it would have been awful.
Suffice it to say,
you are Garrick. I interrupted your montage with a bio break. I apologize.
Yeah, so let me tell you, Sorokin,
hey,
I've recently I've maybe made Lord Halford not so happy. You know, years ago he said that there might be a chance for me to become a knight.
oh,
That hasn't gone where I thought it would.
see,
I think I need to do something different. Your
Okay.
friend can't go. I'll go with you.
Right.
Count
I'd
on me. I'm your man.
love to have you. And again, I can't thank you enough for your help there with that. I would assume that was there an agreed upon payment to be made for this ahead of time, Garrick?
Payment for. Oh, sorry.
Garrick, let me give you some coin, and he'll pull out 100 gold. I need to thank you proper for your help with my friends. Couldn't have done it without you leading
so you're-
leading the men and all.
You're holding it. You're holding it and getting ready to extend it to me. My hand comes across. And, oh, you don't need to do that. And I just take it from your hand.
Nice.
Oh, but since you insist.
Hey, indeed I do. So I'll adjust my my equipment down 100 gold there, Woo, and thank you for the gift subs, man. That is freaking amazing. Very nice.
Yay, thank you.
Thanks, Woo. Very thoughtful. You're muted, by the way. All right, well, we should be on our way as quick as we can. Ada's going to join us. She's she's pledged to keep an eye on me, I believe. I'll kind of wink over at her.
I roll my eyes and try to get this away.
Hey,
Another one for the lady, please.
Another one for the lady, and well, while we're at it,
yeah. Oh, and I guess one for me too. Yeah, and I'll square up with the bar tab, whatever that costs for drinks from the priest and us.
Fair enough. After an exorbitant fortune in silver, you've realized the wonders and miracle healing of strong libations. And
I think at this point I'm asking a bartender if I can find a dude bartender. I'm totally talking to them, but if not, I'm just talking to whatever bartender and be like, which one looks really like? Does this one look gnarly? Does it look really bad? Because I kind of want it to look epic. Like I want people to be afraid of that. Like, is that the thing? Is that accent? Is that who that's gonna go?
I went to Southern California right on that one. They point out one or two, and then the bartender, she's like, do you want them to be afraid, at night? Wink, wink.
Well, no one's gonna sleep that way. No, you've got to make sure that they're sleep. No, just during the day when you can see each other. Why would you want to be afraid at night? Like, that's just stupid. And then I start looking for more cuts.
She takes a sip from a small cup and kind of glances over at Garrick real quick. Takes another sip, doesn't say anything. She's like, what? Is she playing a joke or is she serious?
Garrick has no idea what the conversation is, but
Oh, yeah.
he looks over to the barkeep and to Ada and he raises his flagon with a big smile. Cheers.
Perfect timing. Oh, excellent timing. she points out, the wicked scar you have,
Yeah.
runs down. Um, uh, but anyway, uh, after many drinks and the warm embrace of heavy beer, um, you're not quite sure exactly how you got on board this ship. You don't remember it. You do remember a lot of laughing. You do remember, oddly
I
enough,
probably passed out, honestly.
a honeyed pig. Um, you're not quite, you know, sure where that came in, but you remember eating, kind of. Um, but then when you wake up, you find that you're already 3 days into your voyage to the hold of the Sea Princes. Um,
How long of a trip is that?
you've used the bathroom.
I am sleeping in the bottom, like a hammock bunk thing.
Oh, you totally are. You're totally in the hammock. Um, Let me get back to you because that involves sea monsters, weather forecast, barometric pressure, um, tides, currents, and other things that the DM hasn't prepared for yet.
That is fair.
Where's your great big book of everything?
It's right over there. Totally is.
Yeah, reach it.
But this large sailing ship, imagine a 18th century Spanish galleon, nice big masted ship, but instead of cannons, there'd be no holes for the cannons. It would just be passage for rooms, quarters, have staterooms essentially. You've gotten up to go pee and to snack a little bit, but after these adventures in Greyhawk, you have just been worn out, and your body has said, "You know what? We're gonna take a break for a bit." So you've changed. You see the plates of food and the various pewter mugs and leather jacks for water. In your own private little in your stateroom, your own private little keg of water. That's down by half, so you've been drinking. You just have been too wore out to really pay any attention. It's been, I'm thirsty. Oh, there's water. Drink. Go back to bed.
I would like to point out the fact that there's a bucket of half full of throw up next to me.
Oh, and it's not the only one. It's been taken care of repeatedly. So, it's looking like it's getting full. God, there's an open window right here.
Ada and C's are not a good match.
Oh, even better. You really are married to your
And
hammock.
they took my smelling salts, which is why.
Just
That's
stays.
why I told Aiken I need them. So I don't know if he ever ended up getting those for me or not. But I'm just like green, flushed, like hanging over the bed, like.
We will rule that you have indeed gotten your smelling salts. So with that being said, you are on your high adventure to the hold of the Sea Princes. You've gone down the river and you are entering the ever so famed Woolly Bay. And whatever Claude named this vast expanse of water the Woolly Bay, it's an idiot.
I deem it unfavored terrain.
It is unfavored terrain completely. So with that being said, I'm going to call this a perfect end or break for the session, and I'm going to sign off. But before I do, again, I am Wu-Tang Piglet. I've been your game master for today's relaxing afternoon of bloodshed and revenge.
Totally relaxing.
Come join us next Sunday to see where the adventures lead this party. Again, I want to give a shout out to Anna B. Meyer for the map, Castle Entertainment, Lord Gazumba's channel, Blue Box Gaming. That is, I always get that name confused. Wiley, it is Blue Box.
It is Blue Box. In fact, that's who we are going to be raiding.
Oh, fantastic. And Greyhawk Online, if you want to curious about any of the lore or history of the Flaness in the world of Greyhawk. Hope you enjoyed this session, and I'm going to pass you off to the players, and they can talk about themselves because they're far more entertaining and interesting than I am.
I assume you're pointing at me because that is what happens here. Hi guys. My name is Maxine Bachman, and you can find me anywhere and everywhere at That Girl at That Place, except for Instagram, where I am Lady Skyburn. This right now is the only place that I'm streaming because I have moved to California and I don't have anything set up, which is why I'm on my phone. Cool beans. But yeah, check me out at all of those, Instagram and Twitter. I'm trying to keep up with those as much as possible. And yeah, I've got some cool things coming up. I just have to get everything set up before that. So see you guys.
Nice.
Crazy adventure, guys. Life. An awfully big adventure.
Hey folks, I'm Geek Dice, and you can find me here every week, every Sunday when we play, and I will see you next week.
Awesome. And I'm Scott, also known as Wily Hobbit. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you, Wu-Tang Piglet, for the generous gifts of 5 Tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. That support means a bunch. We're going to be raiding into Blue Box, as Wu had suggested. They are a great Greyhawk channel, so we're going to dive right into those folks, and just want to thank everybody for hanging out, and we will see you again very soon. Let's get this raid going, so make sure you scream and shout and do things when we get the raid launched. So thanks for hanging out, and so glad we survived. Holy cow. All right, we are raiding.
Hi.
Fantastic.